Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And check out that eye, that's exactly what we want to see. Woo, look at that panel, baby. And that, as they say, is that. By Crumb, it is finally here. Conan the Barbarian, the Colossal Edition from Heroic Signatures, Pan-Universal Galactic Worldwide, and of course, Zoop. So, join me as I open up this beautiful book that I have been waiting to look at for so long. And welcome back, everybody. Before going any further, a big thank you to the folks at Zoop for sending us a copy of this Colossal Edition Conan the Barbarian. So we are going to open this up. It does come inside of this cardboard box right here, but you do get the Conan the Barbarian Colossal Edition. And let's go ahead and get this open. Colossal Edition, Conan the Barbarian. Alright, I have been so excited to get this book opened. So the first thing we're going to do is actually get this out. Of the plastic. I have been so ready for this book since I got to interview the creative team that put this together. Colossal Edition, Conan the Barbarian. This piece right here by Barry Windsor-Smith. Conan up at the top, Colossal Edition, and then the Heroic Signatures logo, as well as the Pan-Universal Galactic Worldwide logo, which is also down there at the bottom. Come with us to the Hyborian Age. Come with us to the raw, untamed world of Conan the Barbarian, based on the character created by Robert E. Howard. These are some of the names you're going to be seeing through here. And, of course, their artwork, like Big John Buscema, Gil Kane, Barry Windsor-Smith, Art Adams, Neil Adams. Oh, my gosh. Jim Lee. Oh, so excited to read this. To kind of give you an idea of the size of this book, because I know a lot of you are wondering how big of a book are these art books. They're all a little different, right? I'm just comparing it to one of the IDW books right here. This is the Dave Stevens Artist Edition, which I just recently recorded a video of. But it is just a little bit taller, than that. And then, of course, the same length. But that just gives you an idea. But what about something like an Omni? Well, here it is compared to the size of a Conan Omni to give you an idea of just how big that is. And then, of course, the trade paperback to give you an idea of just how big this book is. But when you're talking about Conan, it has to be big. It has to be colossal. All right, let's go ahead and crack this open and talk about the book. All right, let's go ahead and get this big, beautiful book opened. Here we have your end sheets. I wonder if the end sheets in the back have different panels, and they do. That's awesome. I love that. I love that they're using panels for the end sheets. All right, let's go ahead and... Oh, that's awesome. That's from the What If by Bill Sienkiewicz. It's actually a painted cover. Colossal Edition, Conan the Barbarian. Think Chrome. And here are the behind the scenes of all the people that put this together, like John Barber and Ian Chalgren and Chris Rial. And of course, some of those folks are from IDW, and then the Pan-Universal Galactic Worldwide right here. And then the Heroic Signatures and Pan-Universal Galactic Worldwide logo down there. We do have an introduction here from none other than Conan, who is probably... Oh, that's awesome, that piece by Arthur Adams. It's probably regarded as the guy that wrote Conan comics the most, more than anybody else. A table of contents right here with a breakdown of exactly where you're going to find each of these issues and where they originated from. And of course, the inker. So you have broken down by artists: John Buscema, Gil Kane, Barry Windsor-Smith, Arthur Adams, Neil Adams, Alfredo Alcala, Enrique Alcatena, Ernie Chan, Howard Chaykin, Joe Chiodo, Tim Conrad, Jeff Iserwood, Jim Lee, Gary Coppice, Esteban Maroto, John McCrae, Rudy Nebres, and Alex Nino, Kevin Nolan, Tony Salmons, Bill Sienkiewicz, and AlexToth, Jorge Safino, and then there's an outro by Jim Sub. So this book has 192 pages. This actually has a table of contents letting you know where you're going to find each of these issues. Little bio, and of course the legend that was Big John. And here we go. Oh man, this is so awesome. By the way, each of these will tell you that this is originally in issue 36, page number 1. So what I'll do is I'll grab an Omni and compare a couple of the pages so you can see what the finished product looks like compared to the, of course, black and white. Let's go ahead and turn the pages here. This is the back side of issue number 45, so I bet it's the page. So Big John was notorious for that he would take and sketch on the back. He would like sketch like whoever ended up with it. Oh my gosh, you got like an extra piece right there. And lots of John Buscema, who of course loved the character. So in here you are going to find like the whiteouts right here, the mistakes, of course, some of the blue lines, and some of the corrections that they had to do. Like perhaps the lettering was supposed to be moved to the right, but for some reason they moved it a little bit. And some of the pages do have the complete information, like Conan issue 101, page 21. I love that they scratched out page 17 and made it page 21. And these are some really high definition scans on some of this stuff. My gosh, this is gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Okay, now we're looking at some covers here. So it's hard not to look at every single page of this book. So I've been looking forward to this since I found out about this awesome project. And this is the movie special. Is that signed by Arnold? I know it's not John Buscema's signature. Man, to own any of these. And some more covers back here. Here, let's skip a little bit and move on, because we got a lot of Big John. Now we've got to go to Gil Kane, who to me, like, really grew on me. I really liked his Conan, and I've become a big Gil Kane fan since then. And honestly, sometimes it depends on the inker. Like, you've got a lot of the Tom Sutton stuff. But yeah, I really like it. He was different. He had to be different than Big John, because I mean, you can't take over a job like that and then not have people compare you to Big John, because he's been doing it forever. All right, let's move on to a couple of other artists here. This is some of the Barry Windsor-Smith stuff from when Conan was really, really pretty. A lot smaller than what Big John made him. And, you know, we were talking about Barry Windsor-Smith, a legend, but my gosh, it just looks so different compared to what John did with the character. And, oh, that's the cover from Barry Windsor-Smith right there. Night of the Frost Giants. And then we have some pieces here broken down. Arthur Adams. No, Arthur Adams did some of the covers and some of the... I think he did some of the pages internally for Savage Sword too. Not like the sequential art. Oh, this is Neil Adams right here. But some of like the pinups they would have, or the title pages they would have in the Savage Sword books. It's Alfredo Alcala. You can tell. Oh my gosh, just the detail. It's different, but it's so good. Let's see what else we got here. I think this is Tim Conrad, right? Looks like his art. And let's look here. Tim Conrad, yeah. Great artist. All these guys are great. By the way, yes, there are some nudity in here because we're looking at some of the stuff from the Savage Sword. So, very cool piece. That is definitely Jim Lee. Means there was another Jim Lee piece here. I was hoping to see some Mark Silvestri, but honestly, there's enough content for a second volume of this. This is phenomenal. Tony Salmons. There's the Bill Sienkiewicz piece. And this is the Toth. some of these bring back memories of reading them for the first time. And then your outro here by Jim Zub, who's the current writer of Conan and kicking all kinds of ass with that. Just a zoom in on AlexToth. That's awesome. And Barry Windsor-Smith, and then your end sheets. All right, so it is sewn binding, and there's that eye. And it is printed in this really thick matte paper stock, very similar to what they're using for the artist editions, if you're familiar with those, with very, very, very little bleed through. So what I want to do now is just quickly give you an idea as to just how different sometimes the colors can make the art look. So we're going to go back to, let's do an internal, let's do this one right here. And I've got that one right over here. So this is from issue number 43. And you can just see the shadows right here. It's just purple, right? Because it almost gets drowned out. That's why I love the Savage Sword of Conan, because they knew they weren't going to work with color, so they could do all the details that they wanted to without any issues. But it's just so cool to see how this becomes this, because it is nighttime and we're inside of this castle. This gorgeous woman still looking really gorgeous there. And just, of course, how much bigger the art is and the lettering. Nothing has really changed. Let's go to the next book, which is 45. And sometimes the pages age a little bit different, of course. But here we have from issue number 45, page number 2, Conan at a bar, and with this bard right there singing along. And just how much the color can add or take away those sunken eyes, man. Still looks so good. And I love that there's this image right here in the back of that original page. Let's go to page 16 right here. And how this becomes this, because of course we're looking at nighttime, right? However, each of the characters here have different colors, so that's good. They all stand out. But, you know, every comic publisher was very much like this. They would, it's nighttime, let's just give it a pink tone. Not for nighttime. Let's give it a blue tone to show that it's nighttime. But yes, just how much the colors add. But anyway, that is the Colossal Edition of Conan the Barbarian, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And that, as they say, is that. If you're interested in purchasing this book, check out our sponsors.
If you're in Europe and you're interested in buying these books, definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices, flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries, emails answered within 24 hours, waltzcomicshop.com, and you can use the code nearmintcondition at checkout and get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding!
BD Cosmos, the Canadian leader in graphic novels. They have a physical storefront in Montreal, Quebec, and their website, bdcosmos.com, offers 25% off your order of over $99 or more, and free shipping everywhere in Canada for every order of $250 or more.
Their shipping care is exceptional. Your books will stay cozy through the rough Canadian weather and arrive to you in near mint condition.
After checkout, let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way, and you'll be added to the monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and returning customers.
Don't be afraid to call or email them. Ask them questions. Their staff is always happy to help guide you towards the right purchase. Visit their website, bdcosmos.com, for more. BD Cosmos, with rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada. Eh?
And that was the content, the page count, and build of the Colossal Edition. In the comments down below, let me know if you picked this up, if you're into artist editions and you didn't even know about this one, or if you have any other questions and what other artist editions do you want to see out there? Do you want to see more Conan original art? Of course, the answer is yes. There's just so much of it, and so much of it is so beautiful. But that's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.